Hi everyone, Joe from Portland Music School here again. Just wanted to take a minute. Here's a lesson, it's a little bit of a lesson, it's a little bit of a different tag. I wanted to take a minute to talk about playing simply. A lot of the people I'm sure that are watching this video, or a lot of my students already are, they're younger, and by not just mean younger age-wise, I mean younger in terms of their drumming journey. Some of them have just started, or some of them have only been doing it for a couple of years, or whatever it is. And something that I wish I'd thought about more, something I wish I'd been told more when I was younger and spent more time doing when I was younger, is learning to not just play simple things, but to enjoy the simple things. Enjoying things that aren't, crazy technical and flams this and double inverted paradiddles that and all this kind of stuff. YouTube and all of the other kind of social platforms and where you can get videos, they're saturated with genuinely fantastic, amazing drummers that can play the most phenomenal things, and you can find all that stuff, and they give you lessons on how to play these insane fills. But as someone who's played lots and lots and lots, with all kinds of different bands, from covers bands to originals bands, and paid work and not paid work and all this kind of stuff. When I've played in bands, all of those fantastic fills very rarely get used, is the bottom line. So understanding that a lot of the time when you play with other people, which for a lot of us is the goal as musicians, is to play with other musicians. Not everyone, I get that now, the words, what a fantastic place where you can put stuff like this on YouTube. But for me, one of the core things that I like to do is to play with other musicians, right? To play music with other people. And that means playing as part of a group. That means being able to be heard, but also knowing when not to be heard, when not to play, all of these crazy licks and, millions of ghost notes. We all know that, I love ghost notes, right? So today what I'm going to show you is a great exercise in how to train yourself to enjoy the simple things, but to also use it as a discipline, because not overplaying is a discipline, it's a skill, it's something that you can't just do, it's something that you have to learn. And it seems backwards, doesn't it? Not play too much, but every time you learn a new fiddle, or every time you learn a new thing, you want to blast that thing, and kind of go crazy and do all that stuff, and that's fine. But what I'm going to show you today is just a couple of exercises that you can do to strip that back a bit. And sometimes it makes you even more creative. Alright, so we're going to head over to the kit, and then we'll have a look. Well, I say head over to the kit, I'll go over here, but we'll make it look a little different. Okay.
So what I want to show you is restrictive playing. What do I mean by restrictive playing? It's setting yourself boundaries, a set of rules. So you start playing at, 120 beats per minute or whatever it is. I've not got a click track in today, so I'll just be playing kind of, as and how I feel like it. But let's say you put a click track on and you go, right, I'm only going to play quarter notes or eighth notes, or I'm only going to use the hi-hat, the snare and the bass drum, okay? Or for my fills, I'm only going to use a certain type of fill, or I'm not going to go nuts. And you can bring that right way back, say I'm not going to do any embellishments at all. So for me, one of the things I do is I will play and I will try and enjoy playing just a straight 4/4 groove with no ghost notes. And I'll see how long I can do that until accidentally a little ghost note sneaks in there, and you'll be surprised how difficult that can get. But being able to enjoy playing simple things actually can be really, really freeing. So let's say we're going to do a couple of grooves just on the hi-hat, the snare and the bass drum. And for any fills, I'm only going to use the floor tom, hi-hat, snare and bass drum, okay? Nothing else. Let's see how it sounds. Sounds good. But let's break it down even more, okay? So I'm going to play a standard 4/4 beat with no embellishments, no ghost notes, nothing. And we'll just see how long we can take that for. 1, 2, 3. You see? It so easy to do. Even then, instinctively, you want to add more things to it. But then you expand your boundaries. So let's say we're going to do a fill. I'll add the high tom now instead. But I'll take away the floor tom. So I have the high tom, snare drum, bass drum, and hi-hat. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Wow, you see, you've got to then start thinking, wow, that didn't sound very good. And you think, well, what was I going to play? Something like that. But it makes you reevaluate how you play. Bit of a weird lesson today, I know. Hopefully it helps. Hopefully you get some creative ideas out of it. And we'll see you next time.